You thought you could leave Ashbrook. In the last episode, Mother Pike revealed the truth. The offering wasn't completed, and now the town is unraveling. Clocks break, voices echo out of order, and something is watching. Through Grant, through the fog, through the walls. Now in episode 9, the group tries to escape. Benji follows the map. Nora hears voicemails from dreams she hasn't had. The streets loop. The sun stands still. And the town? It's no longer just haunted. It's alive. But worse than being trapped is realizing you've already been replaced. This is Ashbrook, where the sky hangs too low. Episode 9. No One Leaves. Part 1. The Road That Comes Back. Benji spreads out a physical map on the table. Compass, notebook, pencil, old school. No electronics. Marla. You're really doing this? Benji. Somebody has to. Evelyn's rules don't mean anything if we're already trapped. There has to be a way out. Travis. We've tried the road before. Benji. Not like this. No phones. No GPS. Just a compass, bearings, and the truth. XT. Edge of Ashbrook. Day Benji sets out down the highway on foot. Fog clings low to the ground, trees pressing closer on either side. The road is quiet, too quiet. He carves a small X into a tree trunk with his pocket knife. He walks. 20 minutes later, another tree, another X. Already there. Benji. What the hell? He checks the compass. The needle spins, briefly points east, then west, then spins again. Benji, writing in notebook. First anomaly. Magnetic interference. Bearings unstable. He walks farther. The forest hums faintly, a low resonance that seems to follow him. He reaches a road sign. Now leaving Ashbrook. The sign is cracked, aged. He takes out a can of red spray paint and tags a jagged line across the asphalt. Benji walks. 30 minutes later, the same sign, same crack, same red line. Benji. No. His phone buzzes. Even though it was turned off, he hesitates, then checks it. GPS is open, unprompted. Coordinates flicker, then vanish. The screen fills with symbols, not letters, not numbers. Shapes carved from something deeper than language. Benji stares, transfixed. The phone speaks in his own voice, garbled and reversed. Phone, Benji's voice, distorted. Left, then left again, then left again. Benji, shut up, shut up. He throws the phone. It lands beside a blackened tree stump, already marked with his original X and T. Town square. Later Benji walks out of the forest, into Ashbrook. Again, town hall, diner, all right where they were. People move like they never noticed he left. He stumbles into the street dazed. Elias is waiting on the curb holding a coffee. Calm. Like this was expected. Elias. You made good time. Benji. No. No, I left. I went straight. Elias. That's what the town wants. It always brings you back. Benji. I marked the trees. I saw myself walk it. Elias. The marks were already there, weren't they? Benji nods slowly. Marla, joining. It loops us. Not the roads, us Benji. I heard my voice, it gave me directions. Marla, that wasn't you. Travis, and it's not giving you directions. It's watching how you move. Int, safe house. Night, the group regathers. Benji drinks water, shaking. Grant sits in a chair, distant, pale, eyes glossy. Nora, you okay? Grant, I was never out there. Travis, what? Grant, I was never in those woods. Not really. Nora, Grant. Grant, flat. I watched you leave, Benji. I watched you, from behind your own eyes. Everyone goes still. Kayla, that's not possible. Grant, nothing. Here is, but I saw it. I heard it. I heard the road speak to you. It said, he pauses. Grant whispers, you're already lost. We're just watching you realize it. Silence. Then, from outside, a faint sound. The church bell. It tolls once, just once, but they all hear it. Deep, resonating, inside their bones. Benji, that bell. It wasn't there before. Kayla. It doesn't have to be. She walks to the window. The fog is thicker than it's ever been. It bleeds into the cracks of buildings, curls up the sidewalk, and the streets are empty again. Elias. You left, Benji. But it didn't matter. Benji. I was supposed to come back. Marla. You were never supposed to leave. She looks down at his notebook. The last entry reads, "The road leads in. Always. Part 2. This isn't my voice." The walls are damp with condensation. A moth flickers near the bulb. Nora sits alone on a frayed mattress, clutching her phone. She dials out. Nothing, just static. Then, voicemail, her own voice. You shouldn't have looked for her. Not in the mirrors. Nora drops the phone. Startled, it clatters to the floor. She slowly picks it up again, hands shaking. Nora, no, no, no. She opens her voicemail. Dozens of unheard messages, all with timestamps from days that haven't happened yet. She plays one. Her voice, recording. He isn't Grant. Not anymore. If you're hearing this, stay away from the church. Nora looks at the bathroom door across the room. It creaks open an inch. No one's there. She slams it shut and backs against the wall. Marla walks in, holding 2 steaming mugs. Marla. I made tea. Figured we could all use. She stops. Nora's white as a sheet. Marla. Nora. Nora. My phone. It's talking like me. But it isn't me. I don't remember saying those things. Marla. Let me see. Marla takes the phone. She plays a message. Voicemail. Nora's voice. Don't trust what looks like you. They freeze. Nora, what does that mean? Living room. Later. The group gathers around a table covered in torn maps, candles, and Elias's broken equipment. Grant sits motionless, staring at nothing. The veins in his hands are darker. Travis. Someone's messing with our heads. The forest, the town, whatever the hell it is, it's bending things. Elias. You said your phone is playing voicemails from the future? Nora. I think from dreams I haven't had yet. Grant. What if they're not dreams? Everyone looks at him. His voice is distant. Grant. What if it's memory? Just not ours. Kayla. What does that even mean? Grant. I hear myself talking, but I don't remember it. And sometimes I feel like someone's watching me from inside. He looks up, Grant-like through my eyes. Nora flinches. She remembers the voicemail. Nora, whispering. Don't trust what looks like you. Nora stands in front of the mirror. Her reflection is perfect. Still, unblinking. Nora. This is stupid. She lifts her hand. The reflection lifts its hand. Just a beat too late. She stares. A slow smile creeps onto the reflection's face, but Nora's expression doesn't change. The lights flicker. Nora. No. She backs away. The reflection still smiles. Suddenly the mirror shatters from the inside. No impact. Just a deep spiderweb fracture that pulses like veins. From the hallway, Travis hears the scream. Travis. Nora. He rushes in. The mirror is fine. Not even cracked. Nora is curled in the corner, gasping. Nora. It smiled. I didn't. It smiled. Int. Kitchen. Laterally as plays back audio he recorded earlier. It's garbled, looping. Nora. Recording. Stay with the light. Don't trust the... Elias, don't. Trust the what, he rewinds, it glitches. Suddenly, another voice bleeds into the tape. Deeper, hollow, unknown voice, you've already let it in. Elias. What the? Travis walks in with a baseball bat. Travis. No more splitting up. We stick together from now on. Something's pretending. Nora. Pretending to be us. A heavy knock at the door. They freeze. Kayla. Who'd be out there at this hour? No one moves. Then another knock. Slower this time. Louder. Followed by a whisper. Voice at the door. Nora. Open up. Nora's blood runs cold. Nora. That's my voice. The door handle starts to turn. Part 3. Splinters. The air inside the old boarding house is dense. It presses against the skin, thick with mildew and something older. Something that smells like wet bark and open wounds. Grant has locked himself in the small attic room above the second floor. The others wait in the hallway below, arguing in low voices, unsure whether to break the door or leave him be. No one wants to be the first to admit they're afraid of him now. Kayla can't take it anymore. She climbs the stairs alone. The door creaks as she pushes it open. Grant sits by the window, shirtless. The light through the glass is too dim, too amber, like late afternoon sun caught in syrup. His back is to her, and at first he doesn't move. But Kayla sees it, even before she speaks. His spine. The ridges under his skin aren't bones. They're knots, like cords of wood branching outward, pushing beneath the flesh. They move when he breathes. She steps in, slow. Grant, she says. He doesn't answer. She moves closer. There's something on the floor, a scattering of bark, a damp pile of it, some pieces still twitching. His fingernails are rimmed in dirt and black sap. A dark streak trails down his forearm. When he finally turns, his eyes are clear, almost calm. But it's not relief that washes over Kayla. It's the calm of surrender. I can hear them, he says. She kneels beside him. Who? Grant doesn't blink. The ones under the roots, the ones that listen. He opens his palm. Nestled in his hand is a small wooden shaving, curled like a ribbon, freshly carved, but he has no knife. She touches his hand. It's warm and trembling. You're not well, she says. We can help you. Grant's voice changes. Not entirely, but like someone else has stepped into it. They planted something in me. His pupils dilate. Kayla stares. It's using me to hear. I don't always remember what I say anymore. He looks down at his arms. Bark is growing there. Not just pressed into the skin and growing out of it. Little buds of wood poking through the flesh. She watches one of them twitch. I'm splitting, he whispers. From the inside, Kayla fights the urge to pull away. She steadies herself. Then, we cut it out, he smiles. It's not joy, it's not even pain, it's a resignation. Too late, he stands and speaks a sentence she doesn't understand. The words are heavy, wet. They buzz in her ears like insects. She stumbles back. Say that again, she breathes. But Grant blinks, confused. He doesn't remember saying anything. Marla appears at the doorway. Elias behind her, holding his camera like a shield. What's happening? Marla asks. Something's taken root, Kayla answers. Grant moves toward the mirror above the dresser. His reflection doesn't follow. Instead, it watches and smiles. Elias raises the camera. The lens fractures briefly, distorting the footage. Through the viewfinder, Grant isn't just Grant. There's something behind him, inside him, like a second face trying to press through the back of his skull. Marla steps forward. Grant, she says firmly, do you know who you are? He turns to her and speaks again, not in English, not in anything human. Kayla grabs his arm. The veins are pulsing and dark, not blue, black, like ink, like roots. You're not yourself, Marla says. Grant just laughs, then says softly, I'm still here, but I'm not alone. The light flickers. Something scuttles across the ceiling fast. A shadow. The group looks up. There's nothing there, but Kayla sees it in the mirror, a shape behind them all. The camera glitches again. This time it won't stop recording. Static, symbols, trees drawn in blood. I dreamed about this, Grant murmurs, before we came here, before I was even born. He steps back, eyes fluttering. His skin begins to crack just slightly, eyes at the edges of his jaw. Not bleeding, splintering. Kayla lunges, pulling him away from the mirror. "No more," she shouts. "You're not taking him." The mirror shudders. The reflection blinks, independently, then whispers, "He's already listening," and the glass cracks. Grant collapses. Part 4. A fire in the fog. The night doesn't fall in Ashbrook anymore. It descends. Fog crawls between the buildings, thick as plaster dust, swallowing light and warping sound. The church bell hasn't rung again, but something beneath. It is humming, slow and constant, like it's winding up. Inside the cramped kitchen of what was once the general store, Travis is pacing. A red jerry can of gasoline sits at his feet. He's shaking. The group watches him, tense and splintering. No one's talking much anymore. The silence has started to echo. Travis finally speaks. Travis. It's not going to stop. Not the bell. Not the roots. Not this thing in Grant. We keep hiding like it's gonna fix itself, but this place needs to burn. Kayla. You don't know what that'll do. Travis. No, but I know what happens if we don't. We're unraveling, Kayla. Grant's muttering, in a dead language and bleeding bark. Nora can't even trust her own voice. Benji walked in a full circle and didn't know it. This town is alive. It's eating us. Marla fire doesn't always purify. Sometimes it wakes things up. Travis slams the table, the jerry can rattling. Travis, we have to do something. Elias, sitting, quietly, finally looks up. Ilias. I replayed that phonograph recording from the church. Slowed it down. The bell tone, it's not a bell. It's breath. Deep. Timed. Like something exhaling through rusted metal. Nora. Like it's preparing. Elias. Or listening. Grant stirs in the corner. He hasn't said much in hours, just stares at the peeling wallpaper like it's whispering. Grant. It doesn't matter what you burn. You're already inside it. Everyone freezes. Kayla. Grant? He doesn't answer. Just smiles faintly, not at them, but at something behind them. Marla grabs a flashlight. Marla, we're wasting time. We need information, not gasoline. Travis. And how's that worked so far? Marla. It's better than playing arsonist in a cursed snow globe. Travis turns on her. Travis, you're the one who dragged us here. All of this, the mirror rooms, the roots, the puppet shows. This town wants us, and you just keep following its trail like a damn bloodhound. Marla, because I want answers, not chaos. Travis. There's no answers left, just ash. The group explodes into shouting, old resentments bubbling up with every syllable. Nora stands in the doorway, hugging herself. Her ears are ringing again. The pitch is higher than before. The arguing fades to silence too suddenly. Everyone notices it at once. No sound, no wind, no breath. Even the fog outside has stopped moving. The kitchen lights flicker once. Then hold, Kayla. Something's watching. Grant rises, not standing so much as unfolding from the chair. His eyes are black with rot. Not just in the pupils. The whites are gone too. Veins pulse across his skin like roots on paper. Grant. It's already warm. Travis. Warm? Grant looks at the jerry can. Grant. It's been warm for days, like blood soaking into wood. He looks around the room. Everyone is frozen. Grant. You think fire will free you? It feeds on fire. you'd be stoking its mouth. Travis clutches the can tighter. Travis, better that than letting it eat us slowly. Suddenly, a noise. Outside, the crack of branches, a heavy dragging. The fog ripples, then a distant scream. Cut short. No echo. No birds. Elias looks out the window, flashlight flicking across the road. Elias. Something's moving. Marla checks her watch. The second hand is jerking, not ticking. The time is wrong. Nora. The clocks are breaking again. Kayla moves toward Grant slowly. Kayla, Grant. Whatever's in you, and fight it, please. His mouth opens and a sound escapes, but it's not speech. It's the bell tone, a warped metallic drone that trembles the shelves. Then he closes his mouth and says calmly, Grant, the town is a womb. The fire is just labor. Travis throws the jerry can. It hits the wall, sloshing. He fumbles for his lighter. Travis, screw it. I'm done playing nice. Nora grabs his arm. Nora, please, what if it spreads faster with fire? Travis, and what if it's the only way to kill it? Marla, this isn't just some haunting, Travis. It's a system, ritual. Fire might be part of it. They all fall silent again. Another noise from outside. Closer this time. Something dragging its limbs. Wet feet on stone. Kayla looks at Grant, but he's fallen back into a trance. The group gathers near the window. They can't see anything, but the fog is pressing now, not passive, like a wall trying to remember the shape of a door. Then, a whisper from beneath the floorboards, a whisper in Grant's voice. Grant's voice. You already lit the match. You just haven't seen it burn. Art 5. A town with no exit. Benji's hands grip the wheel tight. The windshield is fogged at the corners despite the heater blasting. He glances down at the GPS, still scrambled. Not numbers, not coordinates, just symbols, circles, jagged lines. A spiral. Benji. Come on. He looks up. Same road, same trees, same crooked mailbox with the dented flag. He passes a faded sign. Welcome to Ashbrook. Hanging wrong, like it had been broken and never fixed. Benji. No, I left that. Miles back. He hits the brakes, pulls over, and jumps out. XT. Roadside. Continuous. He walks around the car, kicks at the dirt. In the tree line, the same white birch tree. Its bark etched with a carving. A jagged X. Benji carved that himself. Hours ago. It's still bleeding sap. Benji. That's not possible. He looks up. The sky is gray, thick, and dull, like the sun hasn't moved since morning. Not quite cloudy. Just wrong. He holds the compass in his hand. The needle spins, then stops. South. He steps back into the car and drives again. Montage. Hours passing in static. The same dead fox on the roadside over and over. A billboard half collapsed, its paint melted. The Ashbrook sign again and again. He screams into the empty cabin of the car. Benji, what do you want from me? Int. Car. Later, the radio crackles on. He didn't touch it. Static. Then a voice. His own voice. Benji. Radio. Don't keep trying. It wants you to try. That's how it feeds. He turns the knob. Full static. Then, Benji. Radio. You don't belong out here anymore. He slams the radio off. XT. Gas station, evening, he pulls. Up to the same rundown gas station from yesterday. The place where Kayla found the rusted nail. Only now. It's worse. The walls are rotted. The windows busted. Ivy has strangled the sign. Like it's been decades. Benji walks up to the door, pushes it open. Int. Gas station. The inside is filled with dust. Shelves are empty. A register lies on the ground, busted open. Something crunches underfoot. Glass. And something else, brittle and white. He kneels. Teeth. Human teeth. He bolts to the car. Benji's car. Night. It's dark now, but not naturally. The night just fell, heavy and sudden, like someone threw a blanket over the sky. He checks his phone. No bars. The time glitches. 33. Then 1:12. Then nothing. He breathes heavy, gripping the steering wheel. Then he sees it, on the passenger seat. A photo. Black and white. Old. He doesn't remember putting it there. It shows 6 people standing in front of Ashbrook's town hall. The group: Marla, Kayla, Travis, Nora, Grant, and Benji. All smiling. Behind them, a banner. Ashbrook Founders Festival. 1974 Benji. What? He flips it over. Written in faded ink, "You're already home." Behind him, the trees creak. No wind, just the sound of the town breathing. Part 6. Someone else is wearing me. The living room of the Ashbrook house is dimly lit, lamps casting long, twitching shadows across the walls. The group is gathered around Grant, who's been acting stranger with each passing hour. His body sits rigid on the floor, his breathing shallow as if he's being puppeteered from within. Marla crouches beside him, her hand gently on his shoulder. Marla, Grant. Can you hear me? Grant turns his head, but not the way a person should. His movements are too smooth, too practiced. His eyes snap open. Something is wrong with them, too dark, too deep. There's no recognition in them, only hunger. Grant, you weren't meant to leave. His voice is steady, unnaturally calm. But it's not him. Not completely. Nora. That's not his voice. Grant smiles and his lips split slightly, thin cracks forming along his cheeks. His teeth are the wrong color. Too smooth, too pale. Wood grain spirals through them. Grant, you were meant to change. Kayla stumbles back, her breath caught in her throat. Kayla. His mouth. His teeth. There. She doesn't finish. She doesn't have to. Travis is already standing, pacing, whispering frantically under his breath. Travis, this is wrong. This is all wrong. We should have burned the town when we had the chance. Elias films silently, the camera's screen distorting, glitching with static, recording a shape that isn't visible to the naked eye. Behind Grant, something is flickering. A silhouette. Almost human. Almost. Outside, a car pulls up, tires crunching on gravel. Benji, from outside. Hey, you guys here? The front door creaks open. Benji steps inside, dirt-streaked, tired, confused. His clothes are torn in places. He holds the same map he left with earlier. Benji, I think I made it out. But then, I didn't. The group stares. Elias lowers his camera. Elias, you said you were going east, toward the county line, Benji. I did, I swear. I made it past the water tower, I marked trees, but every turn brought me right back. Kayla narrows her eyes. Kayla, show me your hand. Benji. What? Kayla, your hand, right now. Benji lifts it slowly. There's a smear of sap trailing from under his thumbnail. Nora's eyes go wide. Nora, that's not Benji. Everyone freezes. Travis, come on, Nora. He just walked in. Nora, his shadow's wrong. They all turn toward the wall. The firelight casts everyone's shadow clearly, and all but Benji's. His is stretched too long, too sharp. Benji, I'm me. I swear. It's me. Marla inches backward, eyes darting between him and Grant. Grant hasn't moved, still staring. Still smiling, still whispering. Grant, you brought the light, but you stayed too long. Elias steps between them, eyes locked on Benji. Elias, what color was your van? Benji, blue. No, silver. It was silver. Kayla, it was green. Silence. Benji's breathing quickens. He starts to back toward the door. Benji, I'm just tired. I was lost. That's all. You're all just paranoid. But his voice falters. The cadence is off, like he's repeating lines learned phonetically. Travis steps forward, flashlight in hand. The beam hits Benji's eyes, and they don't react. No flinch, no pupil shift. Travis, you're wearing his face. Benji twitches. The shape flickers again for just a second, and his outline blurs like something layered on top of something else. Nora, it's like a mask, but under it, a long, wet cracking sound from the ceiling above. The boards groan. Something shifts. Grant, we told you. You don't leave. You change. Suddenly, the house plunges into darkness. The only sound is the humming of the walls, the heartbeat of something ancient. Then a single voice, low and rasping, echoes from everywhere and nowhere. Voice. It already chose, but it's hungry for more. A breath, long, wet, right beside Kayla's ear. She turns. No one there. The lights flicker back on. Benji is gone. Only his boots remain, filled with black sap. Grant slumps forward, unconscious. The camera clicks off. Marla, we have to end this before it wears all of us.